Shadow Coast here, and welcome back to the Underhive. We are starting a new gang and taking on operations. Now, this is going to be our primary Orlock gang. As you can see here, each house has specific perks and bonus stats. Escher is focused on agility, melee, and intelligence. From a stats perspective, the Goliaths are toughness, strength, and willpower, and we will be playing as the Orlocks, as the Shadow Knights. So we're going to get range aptitude, agility, and alertness. We also get the Outrider house perk, which reduces the cost to disengage. And then after using an offensive skill, we reduce the cost of Overwatch by 33%. So we're going to go a custom gang. We will be the Shadow Knights. And this is going to be a Sniper Elite build. And I'm going to show you how that works. So let's create a new gang. Now, I will be outlining some things on operations that I've noticed. I do have the Knuckle Boys, which is a Goliath melee focused gang, just for fun. I really use that gang as a learning experience for operations. So before we go to crew management, it is extremely important that you select your operations first, and I will show you why. We are going to take on normal. You can see here, depending on the difficulty, things change. So the reason we're going to pick normal is we are starting a new gang, and we're going to be under-leveled, under-resourced. So if we take on Deadly, we're probably just going to die. But we will have other operations and gangs where we will take on Deadly. Now, the way operations works are there are a number of shifts within the sector. So right now we're going to select a sector, and that's going to determine the difficulty. And we're going to basically have 3 opportunities or 3 missions that we will take on. At the end of that, we close out the sector, and then we have to select another operation. So as we level up our gang, we will increase the difficulty, and we will be taking on deadly missions with this specific gang. But I recommend that you start on easy or normal, maybe hard if you're feeling lucky. We're going to start on normal and confirm. Now, the reason that we want to select an operation before we recruit anyone in a new gang is because we want to pick our facilities. There are 4 facilities. Gambling Den and Brewery, which gives each battle fighters gain extra XP. We have Salvaging Bench, which provides extra armor. Medical Lab provides medical consumables as well as increases our chance of recovery. And so we are definitely going to select that facility. And Training Grounds. This reduces the cost of hiring fighters, reduces the cost of skill upgrades, and reduces the cost of stat upgrades. So I personally like Medical and Training Ground. I think those are the best. Now, we're not going to use infamy points. I've gained a few playing as my Knuckle Boys in operations. And it says here we need a valid crew, so we'll get there in just a second. A few things to note. We don't have... we do have access to the shop. Now, the way the shop works here is the first time I played through, I had to actually complete 2 missions before I could access it. So I think I've basically unlocked the shop. You might have to play some missions, and the nice thing is when you have the shop, you can buy and sell stuff. That pretty self-explanatory. So let's get to recruitment. We are going to start with our leader. Now, we have to select the leader first before we can do anything. This will be a range sniper elite squad, and the way I'm going to run this is I'm going to start with just 3, and then we'll add in 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to get 2 Deadeyes, 1 heavy to start, and then we'll add a saboteur and lay mechanic later on. And I'll tell you why we're going to do 2 Deadeyes and 1 heavy. The heavy has an awesome aura. Now, this is very important and intentional on my part. My leader is going to be a Deadeye. And the reason we're doing that is that off the bat, I want to recruit in someone more experienced, and that will be my heavy. So we have our Deadeye. Um, Weapons are kind of random within the class, so it looks like that's like a plasma gun. We're gonna go male. This will be a Shadow Coast, our lead, and we're gonna hopefully not spend too much time on. We can customize later, so I don't want to overly worry about it. Now, check out my video on careers, stats, and traits if you want more specifics. This is a Deadeye, so we are going to, and it even actually tells us here what the bonus stats are. So we will follow this to a degree, right? So for our physical trait, we are going to pick agility because that's going to increase our chance of dodge from a range as well as melee perspective. For our mental trait, we have some choices. Alertness is already pretty high, but that's a pretty good one because it increases the chance of receiving only a grazing hit when struck by an attack. It also increases our initiative, and we want to go earlier. Um, Willpower is also pretty good, but honestly, here, increase the potency of range attacks by ignoring a percent of the target's armor. We are definitely going to prioritize intelligence. This also increases the amount of experience we gain after each mission, so you want to stack intelligence early on, so you get that bonus longer, right? So you're gaining more experience as you go. Down here, it's really between range aptitude and accuracy. I am going to double down on ranged aptitude. So this is going to be extremely buffed. This basically ensures that our hits land. Crit could be helpful, but really we just want to make sure that our hits are landing and we're doing the damage. Now we're going to customize our character a little bit later. We are now going to hire in another Deadeye, and let me see. We're gonna call her Hawk. We can customize all this later. So we're not gonna worry too much about that. And you can see off the bat she has a different weapon. That looks like a last gun. So we're gonna do something similar here. We're gonna pick agility. You can see her stats are really, really low. Our leader was automatically level 5. We are going to grab intelligence, and we will grab ranged aptitude. That's weird. It says 21. It's supposed to give us +3, so that should be 24 if I do my math right. Accuracy gives us 3. Huh. I don't know if that's bugged or what. 21, 23. Well, we want that anyways. So we have Hawk, and then we're going to recruit in one more. This time we're going to get a competitive Juve, and we will grab a heavy. Alright, so right leg shrapnel. This isn't ideal. We could go another Deadeye, but we don't really want a Deadeye. We really want alright, well we're gonna have to deal with the injury. We're gonna call this guy Pegasus. And for him, we're going to want to favor a slightly different traits. So you can see here, unavailable for this career. So strength is melee attack. We don't worry about melee attack, so we're going to want toughness to heal. And for this trait, we are going to want to do intelligence again, potency or range attacks. And on this one, I want range aptitude. It's capping us out at 23. Alright, so this guy has experience, and the way upgrading works is you see these pips in the top left under the name and the class. If we upgrade 2 things, he gets to the next rank. Then it becomes like 3 or 4. So we're gonna focus on this. We get toughness to 10. Willpower is always good. We're just kind of melee prowess. We're not as concerned about accuracy. We want a little bit of. We might. Yeah, we'll max out ranged aptitude. So we see the rank up, rank 1. We actually get rank 2 because we've upgraded it, and rank 3. So this decreases. Oh wow, we definitely ranked up a lot. So we're going to come over here to passive stats. Oops. Yeah, I take that back. We're going to want to go to active stats, and we want aura precision. A limit of 1 aura. And this is going to increase melee, but more importantly, ranged precision. So we're going to grab that, and we're going to... Alright, we don't really care because we put this on at the beginning of the turn, so that's okay. We're going to want some passive stats. Active 1 times for each ally affected by the fighter's aura. So plus 10 damage absorption. Field repair, that one's pretty good. Plus 5 melee evasion and ranged evasion. And we're going to actually upgrade this one. Damage absorption, we're going to upgrade. And, hold on. Gatling Frenzy. So, plus 25 hit precision and active range weapons. We're buffed really high, so I'm not as concerned about that. We could grab Safeguard and swap it out, but we're hopefully not letting them get too close. We're going to learn this as a backup to be on the safe side. And this reduces our movement, which we don't want. It activates after normal or critical. So if you receive it, it reduces cost of Safeguard and Overwatch. So that's a nice one to have. Alright, let's go back. We want to make sure we're kind of maxed out. Alright. So, before we take on our first mission, we want to make sure that we are gearing everybody up and giving them appropriate items. I'm gonna give this guy a frag grenade. Our leader here, I don't like the look, so we're gonna customize. We won't do any tattoos. Some straps. We already have the Shadow Coast colors from our other playthrough, luckily. Alright, here. Gotta go with this one. Piercings. Not big into piercings. Horror scars. So we should have, I like that. I like that. I thought we had like a special, mask, which that might be. Hold on, you know what it is? Not the head, upper body. Not the gloves, it's the upper right arm. This one we unlocked? I think that's what we unlocked. So we will take full advantage of some customization. We'll customize our other gangers in a little bit. Let's jump in. We've dinked around enough. Alright, so our HQ is safe. The way this works is there are different missions we can obtain. Effectively, we're fighting over resources at any given point, and based on the number of resources we obtain by the third shift or the end of the sector, we get some bonuses that you get for the sector rewards. We also want to defeat 10 Goliath fighters to get an extra loot crate, which we can get into in a little bit. And we can also see not only the power of the other teams, but also their resources. So when we discover their hideouts, we'll be able to assault them and steal their resources, which we will want to do. So gas fungus, we're gonna have to pick stuff up. Gilder's Cache Salvage Casket. We're gonna go for the smaller one to see if they select the one with the highest, but you never know. So yeah, they both select it. That was intentional. They're gonna duke it out. They each got 45, which you can see here. And we get free gear and experience. And there are 2 shifts, the market will rotate and change. New missions discovered, and we can see here our medical bay provided some bonuses. So we are in the lead at 70 because we selected a mission and didn't have to duke it out, which is nice. Now before we continue, let's go to our gang, and what I really wanted to do here was make sure that you have a Medicaid kit and consumables. Provides a user defensive and grants hit resistance. Alright, and we're going to provide you Medicaid kit. And we'll give you some gear to keep you safe. Now, we don't use a lot of this stuff. Grenades, I don't use a lot of the buffs because they help, but they can also hurt. So we'll return to hideout. Let's pick another one and hopefully we get into battle. Now you can see they're increasing in skill here. Before we continue, we want to make sure to use our experience points. We can't do anything with this guy. I wonder if we can, yes we can, advanced aim, double tap. So field scan and double tap I think are pretty important. attacks receive 10% critical hit chance. There are also other ones. That is not what we want. Offensive heroic barrage. Attack 3 times with active range weapon. And let's see, we don't have enough for a passive. You gonna make a little agile. Rank you up. And we'll make you super shifty and hard. So he's level 5. He can now gain vice virtues and other things, so he's impatient, which is not great. That's the roll of the dice. So 95, 95. They're about equal. Salvage casket, young fungus. So we're gonna pick hanger. And we might duke it out with all 3 of us are gonna duke it out. Should have picked this one. That's okay, this will be fun. So here's the balance. We want to eliminate enemies. We also want to grab resources to make sure we're getting the kind of sector bonuses. We're not. We're gonna have fewer gangers than I think either of them. I think they're gonna have 4 or 5. So we're gonna play smart, take the high ground, try to shoot everybody, and then grab as much as we can. So illegal fungus farms have been targeted by an irate gilder. Find and secure any gas fungus through the extraction zone. So we need to pick it up and then extract. Now inherently we want the high ground. So we're gonna, you can see that if we had a lathe mechanic we can repair more of them. But we're gonna pick here because we can get to the very top if needed. And there's a salvage casket there, which gives us some more. We're gonna want to grab the salvage casket because that's 20, and then mature gas fungus, which is 10. Well, great. I'm gonna duke it out with those 4 across the way. So we have this option to skip turn, and we're going to because we can't get shot when we're in this little phase right now. The pre-phase, like we have to enter, I guess, the battle before we can get shot, so to speak. So it's really important that we let them make their moves and hopefully start fighting, and then we can pick them off. Now, we are going to try to kill as many of them as possible because we also gain experience when we take out enemy gangers. And right now, what I'm more concerned about than getting resources, I'm more concerned about actually gaining experience and building up my gangers. We do ideally want to get to 5 as soon as possible, so we really want those credits so we can hire in more experienced gangers. If not, we can always recruit Juves if needed. So we have the opportunity to wait again, and that's because we only have 3 and they each have 5, so we're down 2. Guys, taking some chems. Now the reason we're going to get a lay mechanic and saboteur is really because we want environmental control, especially if we are focusing on ranged, right? So if we're able to lay down fortifications to block key routes, we want to do that with a lay mechanic. We also want to be able to repair zip lines so we can get and keep the high ground. The Saboteur, on the other hand, will lay traps, slow enemies down, and also disable zip lines to make sure that we hold the high ground. So that will be our kind of ideal set. 2 Deadeyes, 1 Heavy that's going to be buffing us, 1 Lay Mechanic, and 1 Saboteur. Alright, let's make moves. I'm going to work with our Heavy, which we have leader initiative. Alright, good. They're engaging with each other. We are effectively trying to keep a low profile. And let them really duke it out while we focus fire 1 down at a time. Alright, well, let's check our tactical map and see. So they could take that up and just run across and jump down on us. So we just want to be careful as we think about it. So off the bat, we want precision aura. That's why increase our precision. We will entrench. That would have been nice if we could. Ooh. That's not great. That doesn't feel good. I thought we had 99%. So we're gonna remove the range guy first, and part of the reason for that is the assumption is we can out of range, so we might not. 97% hit chance. We're going to entrench, and we will shoot him again. Reload weapon. And you know, we're giving ourselves a little, getting spread out a little bit because we don't want one of these guys to come up above us and jump down. So holding tab, the Ash Pirates are probably not too happy with us. Well, let's see, it looks like they're going to focus down this guy, our route. So I am enjoying the game. The main story campaign I did thoroughly enjoy. I haven't gotten too deep into operations. I've finished 1 sector with my melee focused Goliath group. It was actually fairly fun and engaging, so I think they've done a good job. I am really excited for more online play because the AI is okay, not great. So I am very excited to take this into online competitive mode, but I want to play through a few operations first, gain more experience, really kind of learn how to upgrade and manage my gangers and fighters before um, really taking it online. So we really are. Now, if we click shift, we can see buffs and debuffs. So we have that range precision, which is nice. He is heavily wounded. Ooh, kneel is 10. Oh, we are going to kneel. Reduce our probability of getting hit. So we're gonna use our heavy ability here and hopefully cover this area. I haven't actually used it yet, so I'm interested to see how it works. He is kind of buggy. Alright, luckily they didn't go above us yet, so I'm pretty sure most of them popped down. Let's take a look at the map, and well, these two are just chilling there, so they can still come up and get the high ground on us. Luckily we have Deadeyes, so we can kind of beam up there. Alright, so we're gonna start with our heavy. Disengage. Not the worst idea ever. Heavy barrage. So, this requires a loaded weapon. Target must be 50% visible. Guard a zone below where enemies are targeted. Targets are attacked for every 3 meters moved inside the zone. Alright. Dual field repair. We'll entrench. And we'll throw a multi-grenade. Great. Oh shoot, did I switch? Uh-oh, I might have screwed that up. Uh-oh. Don't bug out. Oh, he's grabbing it and going. I see what your plan is. Grab the resources. The extraction zone is back here. Now we do have a set number of turns. Maybe he picked it up so we could get to the enemy fighter. Interesting choice. They're starting to play objectives, which makes sense. We're gonna want to stop them to whatever degree possible. Nice. Going to entrench. Let's reload. And we'll call that a move. This guy we should get a shot on, or I'm not sure which guy we're viewing, but if he runs through our target zone. Now did I? Yeah, no, I saw my precision stance. Thought we had heroic barrage, but maybe not. We're going to entrench, and we're just steady state taking this guy out. And we'll reload. So we're just on our perch, sniping away. That's how we geared up our team. And alright. Making it towards the extraction zone. And healing himself. Alright, let's see how this plays out. Everybody just making a mad dash for it, I see. Or not. I'm not. Again, the AI is a little buggy. Not overly hot on it. So we've taken out one of the ash pirates. We're gonna want to take out more of the brass knuckles. Now it'd be great to loot the guys down there, but that's not gonna quite work. They're too far away, so he's gonna mark target, which is nice. I don't know if we actually get that buff, if it's marked for everybody or just their team. So we will see. Let's we have to wait. Let's have more guys to move. Okay, so we want that box. So we will take out Tesla. I'm not sure why she's not running for the exit. Yeah, so the salvage casket's worth 20 resources. So we're going to want to extract with that for sure. But we also want to just take enemies out. So we have to wait because we only have 3 fighters. Like I said, not easy. And our goal in our next turn here, because we have 5 rounds remaining, is to take out as many as possible. So, Orlock, Shotgun, Warwell, and Brutal, those guys should be easy to do. We're gonna see if we can get some 2-for-1 action here. Ideally, we want to take Tesla out and make sure she doesn't extract. Yeah, we're okay with you guys taking out Orlock. That makes our life easier. Pounding him with your fists just doesn't seem efficient. There you go. Oh, you got the job done. Alright, so don't bug, there you go. Okay. Entrench. Nice. We're gonna stay on our perch. Again, we're trying to kill as many of them as possible, then we'll loot things later. That's okay if some of them extract, but we definitely want to take out Tesla because we want that salvage crate. So she is our main focus right now. And we'll loot some other crates. I don't think we're gonna grab that guy. I think he's gonna make it out. And that's okay. We can only carry 6 things. anyways, and they're, I guess, 11 items to carry, so. Trying to take everyone out, gain experience. So in the left here you can see the salvage caskets worth 20, mature funguses are worth 10, and young fungus is worth 5. So we want to maximize everything that we can. And it looks like Bertle might go down. We'll see. Probably not, given we probably want to arm our team with one-handed weapons at some point. Our sniping's working fairly well. Luckily they haven't ranged us. Taking out 2 Ash Pirates. Ash Pirates should take out 1 Brass Knuckle. I'm gonna want to focus on Brass Knuckle. And again, the strategy here is let's clear the battlefield. Take out as many as we can, and then we'll focus on picking up resources and exfilling. And as we head out, we're going to want to hit these loot caskets because they're going to have important items that we can use, such as Medicaid kits and other things. Alright, so this is good. I thought he was going to try to take out Bertle before he could extract. So he's probably going to disengage, or he could drop one of them, and yeah, he's going to disengage and make a run for the extraction point. Not the worst move ever. And those looks like he has 1 mature and 1 young fungus, so well played, Bertle. Oh, he can't do it. What is he doing? Guess he couldn't make it, so he's trying to position himself. Interesting. Very, very interesting. This begs the question. Can we get Pegasus in range to take out Bertle? I'm not sure. But we're gonna try. And he's done some of the heavy lifting for us. Alright, so Tesla has 74 initiative. Gonna focus her down. We're gonna stay on our perch, and in the next Next turn, we're gonna start collecting resources. Well, we'll see. There are only 3 of us, and while we've killed 3 of them, they still have 4 brass knuckles. Alright. Ah, I knew that was gonna happen. Out of range. Hold on. 42 meters. Let me guess. 40 meters. Yeah. Well, he's not bleeding, so he's probably gonna make it. We did what we could. Hawk took a hit. Pretty big hit. Oof, I thought we would make that shot. But we didn't, so that's okay. Huh. Alright, we took out Bruddle. And we're causing some severe damage. Guess this guy's just gonna exfil maybe? I think he's gonna exfil. He's... Oh, nope. Coming for Hawk. Don't even think about it, bro. Alright, so the playing field's even between the gangs. We're gonna focus on Rima. And Pegasus, with that experience, is really a damage dealer. He's got max range aptitude, so should be able to hit him fairly consistently. So if we look at this, he's at 81. Rima's at 87. So they're probably gonna pick, yeah. Alright, AI. Okay, on the move. They've done a nice job with the verticality, I will say. The AI is probably my biggest complaint. Sometimes they just do things that make absolutely no sense. Oh, we need a field repair. Neil is 5, Overwatch is 20 because we get that 33% reduction or 30% reduction, which is always nice. Clemp, I don't know what your plan is here, bud, but you should probably bug out. So we have 2 rounds remaining, so that's important to note. We want to start positioning ourselves to pick up resources, which we'll do. Alright, yeah, he's gonna exfil and he's gonna secure 5 resources for them. Alright. You're bleeding out, so you're probably gonna exfil, I would expect, and make a run for it, but we'll see what Shotgun Micken does. I don't know if... Well, I was hoping to save our Overwatch for the next brass knuckle. An ambush. That's the one I wanted to shoot. Let's see. Alright, we want to make sure we exfil with some resources. Alright, what is the range on this thing? 40 meters. Oh, knew that was gonna happen, but making our move. We did take some damage. Can't tell if that's a... Huh. It kind of bugs out after. Oh, that's annoying. So we'll exfil with the salvage casket. That's 20. And they have... two people left. I think we still have 2 rounds remaining, so we are going to try to take out the remaining ones for more experience. And if we can get down there, we can salvage some of their weapons and then sell them for a hefty profit to then recruit in more experienced people. This is why we probably want to arm our guys with one-handed weapons. Oh. You'll see here, get a slot, hoping for, alright. Definitely gonna kneel. Alright, it's gonna transport us somewhere else, but that's okay. Bleeding out, so these 2 down here. See if we can mop them up. And then have a free loot turn. Oh man. Eye searching. And then overwatching. Alright, well, we are going to shoot you. And we will take them out. Take out Cousin Gootfruit. There we go. Task complete. Injure heavies. So we gained another infamy point. Blocked by debuff. Cannot use entrench, intimidation, cost tactical. Okay. Well, I'm going to we'll jump down here. I wanted to jump all the way down without using too much AP, but that didn't quite work out for me. So we are going to come over here, or reload our weapon. I'm gonna pick up that mature, I think it's a mature, well, hold on. What are we holding? It's not, it's a young plant. So we're gonna try to get as many resources as possible, but we do only have one turn left, or one round left. But if we play it right, we might be able to kind of eke out 2 and get an extra loot round. That's contingent on us taking out this guy. What? Okay, he's getting up close. You haven't done a good job looting enemy bodies. Alright, we're gonna exfil and just secure the goods. You'll see that our initiative's super low because we're carrying a bunch of stuff. Alright, we'll stand up. So we will do a little bit of looting because we can then sell that stuff in the shop. We need the credits to recruit in some more experienced fighters. Alright, so we secured 25, which was, I would argue, a fairly impressive round or mission. We've took out the majority of them. 100% will hit them. Alright, so we'll see. So we are technically in the last round, but let's see if we get a field repair. Gotta watch those. The opposite happened. So that's good to know that when we kill everyone or they're gone, it ends the round automatically. That's a little disappointing. I thought we did get our last turn to pick up additional resources, but we didn't. So we got a few items. You can see here the resources. We didn't do that well, but we got the salvage casket. 2 enemies put out of action. Great experience. Most valuable fighter. We get a plus 50 bonus. Intelligence 20. So this guy is well on his way. You can see that intelligence will pay dividends. So we're going to go to crew management. So we're going to call this an episode here shortly. We're just going to do some upgrades. We're going to upgrade this. Take that back. Put a point here. We're going to focus on can be perform while engaged. That's awesome. So we're gonna definitely learn that. Repositioning -5, so that's pretty important. Let's look at some leader traits. Heroic skill on self, height advantage, requires being more elevated than the target, plus 15% critical damage of ranged attacks. So we gained a virtue, -16% AP cost of all stances. Well, that's great. Do we even have a stance? Heroic death sentence. I don't think that's a stance. We will figure that out later. You are just leveling up left and right. Retribution activates after attack deals normal or critical. So reduces cost of Overwatch. So we want to upgrade this fully. We're gonna, well, again, because we put on Aura and then it just persists, it's not as important that we reduce it, the cost to do it. So this is kind of a useless upgrade. If it increased the range precision and melee precision, that would have been a better use of upgrade. So like maybe start at 15%, then you upgrade it to 20-25. That would have been much better. House perks, I didn't actually, well, we did talk about this. Career perks, we have the heavy perk, so we do more damage to destructible elements, and we have heavy barrage, which we saw in action. It's okay, not necessarily the best thing ever. And we're going to go with trying to yes, shoot, we should have stat requirements, not stat requirement, alertness 4. Ooh, our alertness is way down. Well, let's make sure we get delay. So the reason I want delay is it gives us increased initiative, plus 15 AP and MP, and plus 15 MP and AP recovered. So this is a pretty good skill, especially if we're not in a good position or we don't have anything to target. And we will upgrade this. Let's go back and we're gonna focus on alertness and just bring up our initiative a little bit. Alright, Hawk, you're leveling up nicely. Strength, we don't need, well, yeah, we don't need strength. I'm going toughness, so if we heal, we help ourselves a little bit. I am focused on intelligence. This gives us range attack potency, but also additional experience. So that's nice, leveled up. Reduces kneel, and we should have saved some. That was probably not smart. That's okay. Alright, let's head to the shop and oops, where are our crew? So you now have a chest piece. I want to make sure, yeah, there's no more armor here. Medicaid kit, let's give you a frag grenade. You have your Medicaid kit. We're gonna give you a sword, even though you're not gonna be any good, just in case you're carrying stuff. And you will never be in a melee situation if I do my job right, or position you appropriately. Alright, so I was just gearing stuff up, so then we can sell 3 last pistols. Auto pistol will sell. Brute cleaver. Spud jacker is surprisingly valuable. don't have a casket. Alright, so we are going to not customize. We're going to recruit a ganger. We're going to do this in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing. I am trying to actively grow my channel. We are playing as a Shadow Knights, taking on various operations. We're starting with a normal one, and we're going to work our way up to Deadly, or so I hope. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you in future videos. Shadow Coast out.